on what will be a first Thursday doubleheader in this year's IPL. It's all eyes on Punjab Kings versus Royal Challengers Bangalore on ESPN Cricinfo T20 timeout. Huge game for Bangalore, who lost, remember, to the Super Kings at home. They've now just won 2 out of 5. Punjab are on a bit of a roll very quietly. They've won 3 out of 5 and could go 4 out of 6 if they get the job done at home. Tom Moody with me. Pressure on Bangalore, you think, who started with so much promise and hope. And let's talk about the rest of the bowling for a change, Tom, because Mohammad Siraj is doing so well. Harshal Patel has gone missing. He does not seem to be the bowler he was in the UAE in the last year or so. What's gone wrong with him?
Well, I think, one, it's the familiarity of what he does. So a lot of people have seen now what his change-ups are and have got a plan set. Once you see a certain slower ball, you start looking out for that slower ball, and you also see patterns on when that slower ball is delivered. Whether it's early in the over, at the back end of the over, straight after a boundaries hit to a new batsman, all those different things. You get the data on all that information. So possibly teams have done a very thorough, they're very thorough with their homework on him, and that has basically exposed a little bit of his strength to be familiar.
We talk a lot about batters who are on the fringe of selection and how it may sometimes cloud how they play in an IPL. Bowlers, I wonder if they have the same sort of feeling. Harshal Patel surprised us all and almost catapulted his way into the Indian think tank, Indian team. Now suddenly he's on the fringes. He's not quite the first choice seamer. We're not sure if he'll play the next set of T20Is that come our way. And shall we read a lot into things like 2 waist-high full tosses and being called out of the attack as to whether a bowler is not in the sort of ideal frame of mind?
I think the full tosses are more about the confidence of where he's at with his headspace more than anything else. He certainly hasn't lost his skill. He's fit. So it's more of a confidence thing around his control of what he would normally have on point. So, he's possibly, searching for confidence. And sometimes when you're searching for confidence, you're searching for wickets.
Yep.
And that can be a downfall, where before, when he burst onto the scene and had all that success, and we all thought that this is, such a brilliant option as a defensive bowler. You're not even thinking about wickets. All you're thinking about is execution of your deliveries. And then suddenly, the wickets come, flooding into your pocket.
All right, big game for Harshal. Other questions around RCB are around the rest of the batting. Outside the big 3, Dinesh Karthik got some runs in the last game, but Lomror at 3 doesn't seem to be working. Is there a tweak or 2 you would like to make? This is a big game for them.
It is a big game for them, but I don't think they've got the option but to stick with Lomror at 3. They ideally want to get off to a good start and then bring Maxwell in as soon as possible. That's their ideal template, but that doesn't always happen. It's a day game, as you say, so expect plenty of runs. So again, it's going to be a case of, can RCB, 1, post enough runs for their bowlers to be able to stay in the contest?
Let's have a quick word on Punjab. They are quietly putting in the points and getting those key wins in spite of no Shikhar Dhawan. We thought that's a huge miss. They got the job done against Lucknow at home. We're not sure about Liam Livingstone either. But with Sikandar Raza having a half century in the last game, is he going to play regardless?
Look, I think it'd be very hard to leave him out after his performance last game. And I think that the one thing about Punjab is that having a win like they've had just recently and having the performances without a couple of their headline players, it's a wonderful confidence booster for the squad. You're not just sort of pinning your hopes on 3 or 4 players and hoping they have a day out and you walk away with winning points. Anyone, in that squad can stand up and perform, and that is a real positive sign for them, regardless of the fitness of, Shikhar and Livingstone.
On the eve of this game, are you saying Punjab are favourites in Mohali? It's a tough one to call.
Yeah, it is a tough one to call. I'm not saying they're favourites. No, I'd be surprised if RCB don't get their campaign back on track.
All right, fair enough. Tom Moody, thank you very much. Punjab, Bangalore then is the afternoon game on Thursday in the IPL. This was ESPN Cricinfo T20 Timeout.